Hey guys, welcome to the garage. Today we're going to call it the living room apparently because it's really warm outside.
Yes.
So recording in the garage is kind of off.
Brian, Ed. I'm Brian. I'm Ed.
Yeah, I'm Brian. That's Ed.
Welcome to the garage.
Yeah, we assume you know that by now. So, but anyways, we've got stuff going on out here. We've got a lot of corporations that are now taking it upon themselves to enforce mandatory mask wearing.
Yes.
And CVS, Menards, Kroger's. There's a long list. Costco. I mean, the stupidity is growing. Let's just be honest. It's stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely stupid. They expect you to come into their place of business and them to be able to force you to cover your face. Okay, first off, that's unconstitutional. You have a right to be secure in your person, place, or property. That's Fourth Amendment, number one. That's not just from a reasonable searches and seizures. You also have a right to refuse service. It's like when Obamacare was out, it's like, if you don't get this, we're going to fine you. You can't do that.
Yeah.
Just like these corporations cannot force you to wear a mask. It's like when you go into a place, if they want to stop you and ask you healthcare questions about your personal health, that's a violation of HIPAA law.
Mm-hmm.
So what these corporations are now doing is opening themselves up to lawsuits.
Yep.
Along with governors.
Yeah.
Like Governor Eric Holcomb.
Yep.
Our state governor here in Indiana.
And I was going to say the other aspect of it too is hopefully every one of you is armed, and it's like I can't remember the federal law saying that you can't cover your face while you have a firearm.
Yep.
So
federal law.
That's a whole nother issue.
Yeah. So under federal law, statute, whatever, both of us carry.
Yeah.
I cannot cover my face.
I carry everywhere.
Yeah, I carry everywhere too.
You can't have a gun in here. Well, we'll see.
Yeah. Watch me. But the bottom line is what they're doing is they're creating a situation, and I don't know if the corporations are just being stupid sheeple, or if it's all part of the plan with what's going on with people in our government right now. Because see, the masks increase your CO2. That also increases cortisol in your body, which compromises your immune system. Are they trying to create a populace that can be infected?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Because let's think about this for a minute. If we get 50% of the population to think they absolutely have to wear a mask all the time, and they have compromised immune systems, and then this virus or a virus, some virus, they get infected, and you get a whole bunch of people sick and weak, they cannot defend themselves. They cannot defend this country.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And currently we have 100,000 UN troops on American soil.
Yep. Yeah, and they're definitely using it short term as far as the election coming up.
Oh gosh.
Keeping businesses closed.
Mail-in ballots.
Bad. Yeah. Oh yeah. Don't ever mail in ballot unless you're in the military. The only time I ever used mail in ballot was when I was in Japan.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't here.
Exactly. If you're overseas, I can understand it. If you're here in America, let me see if we got this straight here. Okay. You can go to Walmart with hundreds of people and shop, and the virus won't bother you. You can riot, burn down businesses, loot, and injure and kill people, acting a fool out in the streets, but the virus won't get you.
Yep.
But you can't sing in church, or you can't have church.
Yeah.
Or you can't have a peaceful protest, or Trump can't have a rally.
Yeah.
They didn't say two words when all the rioters and all them were on the streets, in the news, and different political pundits didn't say jack squat. If anything, they supported him and cheered him on while they're destroying everything. But when Trump holds a rally, the virus.
Yeah.
Does anybody see this besides us?
Yeah.
Yeah,
they do. They're just trying to hide it more.
Oh, well, that's the thing. We're not going to hide it. We're not going to sit here and we're not going to be quiet and silent, good little sheep, and wear the mask. If the government told you that the virus hovered 3 feet above the ground, you have to crawl, would you do it?
Yeah.
Seriously. It's like your mom's question when you were a kid. If all your friends jumped off a bridge, would you do it?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, seriously. So we've got to get to a point where we say enough's enough. So I say this to everybody out there watching the video. If you go to a place and you got to put a mask on, go somewhere else. Vote with your wallet.
Yep.
Send a very clear message to these businesses that we are not going to put up with this. We're done. Okay? You look at all the crap they've tried, the virus. They tried that. They tried the COVID virus. They tried the dust storm. Remember the dust storm?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Nothing happened, did it?
Nope.
No, dust storm didn't work. Got to bring the virus back out.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah, murder hornets.
Murder hornets. Yeah. I mean, they have done everything they can to forestall what's coming in November.
Yep.
Okay. And
It's like they're just throwing things on the wall, see what sticks.
Yeah. Yeah. And the problem we've got though is we've got a lot of scared little sheeple out here that watch, MSNB crack and ABC and CBS and all that junk, even Fox News.
Yeah.
You know,
even local. I can't even. I haven't watched the local news in 3 weeks.
No.
I'm like,
I'm
I
gonna
look
tell
at
you
the
what.
weather on my phone now because I'm like, I don't even want to watch the local news because it's all it is.
Yeah.
Oh, Corona this.
I've been
Corona
telling
this,
people,
the
check
numbers
out
are up. Numbers are up.
One
You know the
American
numbers are
News.
up?
Yeah, give me a break. Well, that's the thing. And numbers are up. COVID numbers are up. Florida, they have busted labs in Florida. They're not counting the cases of people who they tested who don't have COVID. They're only counting people who tested positive for COVID, and they're pumping the numbers up. In other words, they're lying.
Yeah. I saw the news thing while I was on vacation. They literally were accusing the mayor or governor of Florida of murdering people.
No, that was Cuomo.
Because he opened up. Yeah, it's cool. I'm just saying because he opened up the beaches.
Yeah.
He opened up the beaches too early. He murdered 30,000 people.
No, see, that was
I'm like,
Cuomo.
what? No, what? No, did he make those people go to the beaches?
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? And they didn't.
No, the governors
The
who
numbers
murdered
are all
people
made
are the
up.
Democrat governors. Take a look at Gavin Newsom, releasing prisoners from prison because of COVID.
Yeah.
He just released 8,000 felons from the prisons in California onto the streets. State, by the way, where it's next to impossible to get a gun permit.
Yeah.
Okay. Then you take a look at the idiots in Illinois. The governor in Illinois, Pritzker, I think his name is. This guy's a moron and a tyrant, along with what's her name? I can't remember her name. Lightfoot.
Yeah.
Everybody just calls her Beetlejuice. You know, these are tyrants. Take a look at Cuomo. And all these Democrat governors ordered that COVID patients be put into nursing homes.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, pumping the numbers up.
Yeah. Or that video we watched, I was telling you about
The
yesterday
nurse.
with the nurse. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. There was one patient she showed the chart of. They tested that person twice for COVID. Both times were negative results. Didn't have COVID. And you look at the top of the chart, that person is on a ventilator for COVID. And you're not supposed to, you got to wear your PPE when you go in there because you're going to get the COVID. And I was like, but they don't have the COVID.
Yeah.
And they're on the ventilator.
Yeah, they put him on the ventilator. And then the guy died because they put him on 15 different medications.
Yeah.
And they listed the death as COVID.
Yeah. And it's not just that guy. No. It's like a daily basis. People are dying in that hospital on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Because they're over medicating them.
Yeah.
So they can get money.
And here's the kicker. The ventilator does damage to your freaking lungs, man.
Yeah.
It bursts the capillaries in your lungs, the little sacs, air sacs, whatever they call them, alveoli or whatever. But anyways, it bursts those and creates a situation where you can't breathe.
Yeah. And the other aspect of all that too, according to that video I was watching, she was talking about 80-ish%, whatever percentage of the people coming in are low income and minorities.
There you go.
So are they using this to thin out populations?
Well, it's not.
That's
not
what
a
I
far
first
stretch.
thought.
Well, you take a look at the history of the Democratic Party. That's not a far stretch.
Yeah.
We're talking about the party of Jim Crow laws, folks. The party of the Ku Klux Klan.
The party that said we'll just arm them and give them drugs and let them kill themselves.
Yeah. That's all Democrats, man. You know, and the thing is there's people in these communities that are starting to wake up to the Democrat game.
Mm-hmm.
They're starting to wake up. And when we say, here's the thing, when the left says woke, they go broke. But when our side says woke, we make changes and things get better.
Yeah.
Okay? So that's where we've got to get to, man. We've got to stand up for our civil liberties. We've got to stand up for our rights.
Yeah.
I made a video on my Facebook page, just a live video, short one. And I said, I was upset. I got to be honest. And I'm still kind of upset about it. But You know, and I've said this a million times. When you take into consideration that over 1.3 million Americans gave their lives for the freedoms that we now enjoy, and that I'm watching my fellow Americans say, "Please curtail my rights. I need to be safe."
Yeah.
The life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That's all it guarantees.
Yeah.
Okay, it
That's
doesn't say you have the right to destroy a person's job, their livelihood, their family business, their health. You don't have that right. Neither does the government.
Yeah.
What were you going to say?
No, I was just going to say, all I hear is everybody's like, oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, you want to, like, you got to remember that map. Okay. You know,
Yeah.
you can't go over here. Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
See, we just left a sister in the Lord, and she's an awesome sister. Love you, Sister Rita. And thanks for the weight bench. But, you know, we go over to their house, and I'm starting to encounter Christians who are, you know, and she's a strong woman.
Mm-hmm.
And, but anyways, we got over there, and nobody's wearing a mask. Nobody's social distancing.
Yeah.
You know, before we left, I gave her a hug, said, "Thanks, sis."
Mm-hmm.
You know, and hey, I didn't come back and I gotta scrub my whole body down with antibacterial soap and crap.
Yeah.
Nobody's done that.
Yeah.
I don't have anybody in my family that's had it.
No, because it's as bad as a common cold. You
Yeah.
know? They just blow it up. Oh, you got to be on a ventilator.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, no, it's not that bad. I'm not saying. I was talking to people about this because I think COVID is fake, and I'm like, no, COVID's not fake.
It's a
man-made thing that they pushed on us
in China.
In China, and it's all man-made.
Yeah.
But it's not as bad as their. You know, it wasn't as bad as the H1N1.
No. Well, let's do a comparison. You want some numbers? Yeah. Let's do some numbers. Last year, 166 kids in school died of the flu.
Yeah.
You know how many kids have died of COVID?
Probably none. I don't know.
30.
Well, originally, I mean,
30.
Officially. But.
30. Now, I'm not making light of somebody losing their child. No way, shape, or form am I doing that. But if you take a look at the numbers are not adding up.
No.
The Germans did an extensive study, over 2,046 people they studied.
Yeah.
Okay, and we're talking school kids. Mm-hmm. The Germans, the French, the Norwegians, all of them, their kids are back in school.
Yeah. Yeah, and that was the other thing too. People throw out the word pandemic a lot, right? Yeah, pandemic. Do you remember when we had an actual pandemic a couple of years back and Ebola got here? It was like only like 3 cases. Yeah, 2 cases.
2 people.
But that was the pandemic, right?
That was not a pandemic.
No. Well, no. I'm just getting that. They had the yellow hazmat suits with the helmets, and you had the bubble. You know, it's just, you know, if it's a pandemic, where's the hazmat suits? Where's the, you know what I'm saying? That's what I was getting at.
Yeah.
You know, they had that was what the nurse was talking about. There was immense safety precautions for Ebola.
Yeah, because Ebola, you will die.
Yeah, Ebola kill you. Yeah. But the COVID, they kill it, you know. It's supposed to, they kill it. No, it's not.
No,
That's why they're not walking around in hospitals in hazmat suits.
Yeah, was that why
they got their little mask on and they got their booties and whatever, you know. But
they're doing and they're making dance videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And dancing around with dead bodies.
Yeah. Dancing around with dead bodies.
Yeah, you didn't see that one?
No.
Yeah, but the person was actually alive, but he was supposed to be dead, and they're carrying him out like a funeral procession. And then they all start dancing. Oh, do the little jive, whatever that's called.
Yeah, you know, and I can't say who, but I've got a friend that works in the healthcare industry, and he's a nurse. And I went over to visit, and say, "Hey, man, how you doing?" and stuff. And I get over there, they've got him stuck in the isolation ward for COVID.
Yeah.
Right. There's only one problem. There was nobody in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
There was nobody in there. There was one person in the emergency ward.
Yeah.
One. And they weren't in there for COVID. No. They were in there because they got cut.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
yeah, I've been to the ER one time since all this happened, and it was empty.
Yeah.
Yeah, they come, and that was the first thing. You have any COVID symptoms? Nope.
None of your business. HIPAA laws.
Yeah.
I didn't sign it. If you don't sign, here's the thing. You have to sign a release. They have to give you something, and you have to sign a release for them to be able to ask you any questions.
Yeah. Well,
under HIPAA law.
It was the ER, so they kind of have to ask you.
Look at him and say, "Here's the HIPAA law."
Yeah.
Read it. It's like you know.
But I'm there for them to fix me. So
I know. Yeah, see, that's different. You're there for them to fix you. Understandable. But if you're just
Anyway.
if you're just going, it's like me
The
going
point
over.
of that was that there was nobody in the yard.
Yeah, and it's like me going over to visit my buddy, that works at a hospital. I walk in there. You got to go over the questions. They got to ask you some questions. I said, did I sign a release form? They said no. I said, then I don't have to answer any questions. I'm just here to say hi to a buddy. I'm not going back in there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, you don't have COVID. I said, I just told you I don't have to answer any questions.
Yeah. Yeah.
HIPAA law.
Yep.
So I mean, everybody's like, you don't have to be a jerk about it. I said, yeah, I do.
Yeah. And the
I'm
whole
sorry.
what's the deal with everybody? They got these little stupid thermometers now, and they're scanning everybody's forehead.
You know what?
When I went to Boot Hill Museum, I had to have my forehead scanned before I could walk in the
see
door.
if you had a fever.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know what?
By the way, it's like 100 and something outside. It was almost. It felt like it.
Yeah, I'm going to be warm.
I'm going to be warm.
Yeah. But you know what that reminds me of? All those Left Behind movies, Christian movies, where they're scanning people for the mark.
Yep.
And they're shooting it. Yeah, I'm like, boy, you talking about desensitization?
Get people ready to get scanned. That's what they're doing. The temperature now.
Yep.
Right in the forehead.
Yep. Let's see who's going to go along. Everybody has to wear a mask.
Yeah.
So these are the people. Now, I'm going to say that.
Gaslighting, man. They're gaslighting us.
Well, I said this before. Tom Horn's book, The Coming War, Blood on the Altar, Coming War, Christian versus Christian.
Mm-hmm.
We have a lot of people out there today who proclaim Christ, who claim to know Christ. They know of him, but do they know him? Number one. Number two, we have a lot of Christians that are buying into all the fear porn that's on TV. So they run around with a mask, just like the rest of the population out here that don't go to church, run around with a mask. These are the people you're going to have to be worried about, because these are the people that if it really hardcore hits the fan, they're going to be the ones coming after your stuff. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
They're going to say, oh, well, I know this guy who tried to warn me about this stuff that was coming, but yet I didn't want to listen and get prepared, but I'll just go take his stuff. You know what? You better think again, because yeah, I mean,
right there.
Yeah, come on. You ain't taking my stuff, man. And I will say this again. I tried to warn you. We have tried to warn you. Okay? But we're seeing some food shortages, because during this COVID crap, they ran around telling all the farmers, dump your milk out, pile all the potatoes up in the field, kill your cows, blah blah blah.
It's all
all by design.
I saw a sign yesterday for coin shortages. We're only taking cards at the gas station.
Yeah, it's a lot of places are switching over to cash only.
Card only.
Card only. No cash. Cashless.
Yeah.
I got news for you. I pay in cash. You want my business? Take cash. Yep. And on top of that, the coin shortages all be designed by the Federal Reserve, because all the coins, the Federal Reserve ordered the banks that as you get coins in, you send them back to us so we can clean them. But then they're not releasing the coins back out to the public, creating a shortage, creating a situation where merchants now say, well, we'll just go cashless.
Yep.
How far are we away from somebody wanting to stick something in your right hand to your forehead?
Yep. Especially with this vaccination.
Yeah.
So you got vaccinated? Let me see your hand.
Yep. And I'm going to say this, and I'm only you know what? I said I was going to name names, but it's the last time I'm not going to name names. But I'm going to say this to a few young ladies out there that have had problems with some of my statements. You better wake up, and those around you had better wake up, because time is running out. You might think you're going to escape, because a lot of Christians think, I'm just going to get out of here and the Lord's going to take me and I'm going to. Yeah. You better wake up.
Yep. That's not what the Bible says.
That's not what the Bible says. You better take a look at that time frame again. So, but you were warned.
Yep.
So, but anyways, guys, in the times that we're living in and the stuff we see going on, as we always say, if you do not know Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior, you need to get to know him now.
Yeah, you have to get to know him now.
Yeah, because we are out of time.
Yep.
We're on borrowed time.
Yep.
So if you want to accept Christ in your heart and your life, it's as simple as saying, Lord, forgive me of my sins. And I want you to wash me in your son's blood that he shed for me on Calvary. I want to ask Jesus into my heart and my life. And I want to follow him the rest of the days of my life. And make sure you read that book, the Bible. Because what's life without the instruction manual? Guys, God bless you.
Yep. God bless you.